What's up everybody, Justin here, Side Hustle Pro. I'm going to share a few things with you that I sold this week on eBay for profit. Well, that I sold this weekend, right? So I'm going to pick out 5 things, pretty standard stuff, and just going to show you what I sold, why I bought it, and why I priced it like I did, and sort of how long it took to sell, right? I'm going to try to keep it fairly short, not too in-depth. So here we go. 5 things that I sold on eBay, and these are pretty standard for me. So these are things that anybody can sell. You know, just got to take the time to go out there and do it. First thing I sold was this polo shirt. Now, I just posted a video, a haul video, not too long ago, and some of the stuff is actually from that video. Like, I listed it, and then it sold within a couple of days, so that was pretty good. Ralph Lauren classic fit 3XB, nice to pick up. 3XB, short sleeve, you got your plaid check blue. Now this thing I sold for altogether, including shipping, $18.64. I paid $5. It's going to cost me about $4 to ship. I'm going to make $7.26 off this. Now the reason I sold this, I think it was like $11.99 plus shipping. My shipping I do first class at £1, so it ends up being like $6.65 or something like that. So that's why it's the weird numbers. The reason I put this one so low is because I don't know if you can really see it or not. And some of these things you can't. There's a stain on it, like right here in the front. You know, you can't see it. It's really light. It's right here. Yeah, you can't really see it. And I couldn't really see it either, but when I put it up against my backdrop and took a picture of it, it stuck out. And so when you're dealing with clothing, you can't catch all the stains. I mean, I check them before I buy them. I check them when I get home, when I clean them. I check them when I'm going to get pictures and stuff like that. And then sometimes when I'm going to measure it to list it, I'll catch a stain, right? So sometimes I overlook it a million times and then catch it. So it's just something you got to deal with. And just because something has a light stain or something like that doesn't mean that it can't be sold. I sold shirts where the hem, like polos and stuff. I'm trying to find one real quick. Like the hem on the bottom is coming out, like Vineyard Vines and stuff, and people still buy it. All right, so sold that one, $7.26. Let's see. Got a Fred Perry here. Now, Fred Perry is a brand I'd never even heard of before I started selling clothing, but this is what it looks like. Fred Perry. Bam, it's got the laurel wreath. This is actually an international sale. And I got another thing that I'm going to show you, this international sale. And I shipped out 2 other things that were international sales this week. I do the global shipping program, so I ship it to Kentucky, right? I'm in Ohio, so, you know, Kentucky's not that far from me. And then they ship it out overseas. So if you're when you're listening, make sure you click that little button on to turn on international shipping. I've sold quite a few things through international shipping, you know, and maybe it wouldn't have been sold otherwise. Now, the good thing about international shipping is that, well, I try to provide like really good quality, right, for people. I want people to be happy with what they buy, but sometimes if there's like a little annoyance or something that the people have, it doesn't fit quite right or something like that, they're going to be a lot less likely to pay, you know, $20 to have it shipped back because it didn't fit right. So that may be the wrong way to look at it, but I think there's less likely a chance of a return. Okay, so anyway, you don't really get a lot of returns anyway. But anyway, that's just one of my thoughts. Anyway, here we go. Yep, Fred Perry, laurel wreath, size large. Sold that for $23.64. It probably sat a week, maybe 2. $23.64. Paid $5. Going to cost me $4 to ship. Made $11.71. Then I've got this Stafford Tweed, Harris Tweed blazer. Now it's a small size. This sat for a long time. I know I listed this last year sometime. Sold quite a few blazers. I think it's the weather change, but this is a real nice pattern. It's a herringbone. It's multicolored. There's even like some blue and some greens in there. This was an international sale. I actually emailed this guy as soon as he bought it. His screen name has something to do with being a librarian, and it was like real clever. It rhymed. And I was like, I'm glad I'm sending this Harris Tweed you know, blazer to somebody with a cool name like that. I could just picture a librarian, you know, wearing this with the little faux leather knots and stuff like that for buttons. And he actually teaches library science. And one of the interesting things he said there's, you know, it's hard to beat getting U.S. made vintage blazers that are Harris Tweed. He said it's like really popular, but you can't get them over there. And this is made in the U.S. of A., right? Made in the U.S. And it is a Stafford. All right. It is a small size. It's a 40S. Here's your Harris Tweed. Okay. Now you'll be able to feel this once you find one that's a Harris Tweed. You'll know what it is. It's real. It's almost like Brillo-y. It's real rough, right? So there was no size tag on this, so I had to actually do the measurements myself. There was a tag in here, but it didn't have the size or anything. It just had like the vendor number, the date. It did have a thing that says size, but you know it didn't have a size on there. So I measured it. That's no big deal. You come across those every once in a while when your suits or your blazers don't have a size. You just gotta measure them yourself. The crappy thing about Harris Tweed, it's really bulky. So when you're folding it up, I'll probably send this in a regional rate box A if it'll fit, but it's gonna be really thick. Did I say what I sold that for? I'll do it again. All right, sold that for $32.79. I don't know how much I paid for it. I might have just paid $1 for it, or if I didn't pay $1 for it, if it wasn't on sale, I would have paid $6. Is the most I would have paid for that jacket, because that's what the local thrift shops sell them for. So I'm just gonna go with $6, and it's gonna cost me about $7 to ship. It'll probably cost me a little less. We'll say about $7. So I'm gonna make $15.84 on that. All right, these next two, I'm pretty sure the same guy bought these. I haven't tried to box these up or anything like that yet. But they're two Ralph Lauren polos, right? Ralph Lauren 3XB. It's not a classic fit or anything like that, which is normally what I get, but it is a big. It's a big, and it's just a nice blue small check plaid there. Okay. Again, this only sat for a couple days before it sold. $24.64 is what I spent on it, or is what I sold it for. $24.64. I paid $5. It's going to cost me about $4 to ship, so I'm going to make about $12.60 on this thing. All right, this next one, same thing. Ralph Lauren 3XB. Classic fit. So this is the 3XB and the classic fit. It's just a multicolored plaid check. Same price, $24.64. Paid $5. Cost $4 to ship. I made $12.60. Now I'm pretty sure this and the other one are going to the same guy. So if that's the case, I'll ship them together, right? So that'll probably net me, you know, about $4 or $5 more bucks in profit if I can ship those together. Right, so just going off that, what I made there, those 5 things, $60.01 is what my profit was. I don't like to go what my like sales ticket average was or something like that, because you could have like an $80 average ticket price, but if your average payout for that is, you know, $75, then really you're only making $50 per item. So the average ticket price is a good indicator, I guess, if you're trying to raise that, but you gotta be aware that the average ticket price is not always a good reflector of a good reflection of the profit that you're making, right? So when I do little videos like this where I just do 5 things, I like to show you the profit average that I made. So 5 things, $60.01. That is about a $12 per item profit. Okay, so that's not bad, you know, especially if they only sat for a few days. The shirts sat for a few days. One of them sat for like a week or two. Now the blazer took forever to sell, and you know, ideally you don't want to be buying things that you got to wait 9 months to make $15 on. But I got a mix, you know, I get a mix of long tail, short tail, stuff like that. All right, anyway, so there it is, those 5 things. A lot of Ralph Lauren, really, Ralph Lauren polo, and I think that one guy I know he bought the 2, and then he might have bought the other ones. I didn't check. He might have bought that other one, but I didn't check. But anyway, the 3Xs usually sell pretty quick. The Fred Perry usually sells pretty decent. Actually, I'm pretty sure every Fred Perry shirt or like vest that I've had has been an international sale. So I don't know what's up with that. So anyway, there's 5 things that you can be on the lookout for: Ralph Lauren, Fred Perry, anything Harris Tweed, and that's how much I made on them. You know, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. You do have to put in the work. But if you do put in the work and you consistently are making sales, then you know the money will pile up, so to speak, right? So, all right. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and leave a comment, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and I'll catch you on the next video.